Hey man, I'm just looking at a few things, a few analytics here.
Oh, God, you're not going to go through the analytics again, are you?
Look, we got to get the data, mate. We're a science podcast. We have to look at the data. How are we supposed to?
Fine, all right.
All right, now I'm just having a look. Now here's now listenership. Now you can see that's actually going up. That's tracking upwards. So that's a good thing. Okay. Now this one we're actually available over a wider range of platforms now too. Okay, this is good.
Okay, if you say so.
Now look at here's the social media one. You can see it's sort of plateauing. It's flattening out a bit.
It's social media, man. It doesn't matter if we drop. It's pick up again sometime.
Now this is the one I'm concerned about. This is concerning the musky man candy.
What do you mean, the musky man candy?
It's gone way down.
What?
This is a core promise of us.
We're not mentioning the vagina miner enough.
No, we really need to start pulling out Satan's scepter more often.
Oh, no. I can't believe I've eased up on the musky man candy.
Yeah, no, it's a problem. We need to turn up the temperature on the old beef thermometer, I think.
Oh, man, we need to put more Skin Flute jokes in. I cannot believe we've let this slip.
Yeah, it's really bad. You know, I think we need to up our quota. We need to start getting the temptation turtle to rear its head a bit more often.
Okay, all right. I've got an idea. Let's get to it.
How hard this was to research and try and sound genuinely like I was doing work.
Hey, you dude.
Hey, Wade, what's going on?
Not much, man. Just looking at dicks.
Yeah, I know. I'm so happy you did this episode. Oh, my God.
There was some serious incognitoing going on. I was just like, oh, God. But some interesting research, and as I found out, not a lot of research, actually. So that's rather interesting.
You just watched a lot of porn, didn't you? There's not much research. I know I've been on this for 2 hours.
No. I've spent a good 4 days on it. No.
I'm really dehydrated.
Yeah, I'm really dehydrated and need a Gatorade. So we thought it was people who listened to our last episode when we were talking about dicks. I don't know how we got on from gambling to dicks, but we did. And I put my hand up and said, "Yep, I'm going to take this one for you, Byrne." So we're going to go through today and we're going to have a look at what the research says about dicks. But more importantly, human dicks. So what do females find attractive? So how do females, I guess, look at penises and kind of things, what the research says about what they prefer. We also look at the purpose of the penis.
I'd love to meet these people that put their hand up for these studies,
And also why, the studies were kind of out a fair bit in regards to average male penis size. We're going to go
do these guys
that.
apply for funding for these studies as well?
Well, it's a pretty important thing because in a more serious kind of thing, like men are concerned about their dicks. Like they're worried that it takes away... Well, no, but they might question their masculinity and things like that. And men can suffer from depression if they don't feel that their penis is large enough or can can be a part of that. And
microphallus, I believe it's known.
Yes, the microphallus, yeah. So there's a range of reasons why they'd look into, even psychological reasons too, about what makes a good penis, what makes a good dick, and how someone can be, I guess, comfortable with their penis. So we're gonna look at what the global average is, what the girth is. I went into some good research, man. So this episode is all about the dick. All right, so one of the things...
This is it, mate.
I've hit my pinnacle of research here. I don't think any episode is going to be as good as this.
This is as gutter as it gets right now.
Yeah. So when compared to just our primate cousins, pretty big dicks we've got.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty big dicks. We have bigger dicks on average than gorillas.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
If a gorilla attacks him, I'm just going to dack my pants and be like, suck on that, Coco.
And then you'll be arrested. I'm not sure what Michael Jackson got up to there, but yeah.
He had a chimp, didn't he? He had bubbles.
He had bubbles, a chimp.
Forever blowing bubbles.
Yeah, suck that Coco. Coco's dead now, isn't he? Suck that.
So I don't know if Coco's dead. I think so.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
So the thing is with the penis as well, one of the things that we don't have is a baculum. So a baculum, however you want to pronounce it, or an os penis. Yes, os penis.
Os penis.
Os penis.
Os penis.
And what that is
Australian penis.
Yeah, that's a bone. So when you say I've got a boner, as we all know, and for those people who don't know, your penis is not a bone. But in our primate cousins, it is, all except the spider monkey.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So all of our primates do get boners. Literal boners.
They get boners in every sense of the word. Yep.
Huh, except for the spider monkey.
Except for the spider monkey. So, I don't know. I feel sorry for gorillas and chimps and things like that because, they don't get to tuck it up under the belt, It's just like, this is a boner. Yeah. Maybe we should be giving spider monkeys belts and give them PE classes.
Yeah. Maybe we should give the other apes belts. If they've got a boner that's just there, how annoying is that? Imagine swinging through a tree and just clipping the tip as you go past.
Snapping your boner.
Oh, yeah, breaking
because
your
men
boner.
can snap their erections.
You can.
But
it's
not it's not an actual snap. It's actual a bend, and then it's like a trauma. And then there's yeah.
Oh, there is. This is a very cringeworthy episode.
Yeah, and then there's a build up of tissue and things like that, which causes a penis to bend.
Scar tissue and things.
Yeah,
you had a bent wang. That must be awkward.
I know, you'll have to ask Kim Kardashian about that. Have you seen her porno?
No, there's a guy got a bent wang.
Yeah, kind of bent wang, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But anyway, so...
Should have lit up one of the fallopian tubes.
So, we do not have that boner, okay? However, this is interesting because this was kind of the more sensible kind of side. It makes for an honest signal to other people, other things about arousal and stuff like that.
Yeah, okay.
So, females, males, whatever... that is not me masturbating. That's my dog drinking water.
Dog's drinking water in the background. It's a terrific sound for this episode.
I wonder if they can hear that. You're a grub, Luna. But however, we're not the only mammal. Okay, we're not the only mammal not to have the baculum. Okay, so things like whales, horses, which is kind of flattering because horses are pretty hung.
Horses are known for their hung like a horse.
Rhinos, rabbits, elephants,
rabbits as well. That's kind of flattering as well because they
marsupials and hyenas. Yeah, don't have that bone. Don't have that major.
At least
bone.
we have honest penises. Men aren't known for their honesty, but at least our dicks are.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. If a man can't be honest, at least his penis can, right?
That's right. You have me aroused. I can't lie.
I'm sorry. I can't help it. Yeah. I can hide it, but I can't help it. You should feel flattered. So another thing with the shape of the male penis as well, it's designed. This is a normal one,
not one of those bent ones you were talking about.
No, not that. Yeah, not the bent ones. But its design is evolved to kind of, the scientists believe, evolutionary biologists believe, to remove the sperm from other males to ensure that your seed gets passed to the female, like a really good miner.
Okay. Minor? Do you want to clarify what minor you're talking about?
I mean, a minor is. I mean, a minor is in a mine. Oh God, someone who works in a mine.
Yeah, so
a miner, a miner.
Yeah, don't be talking about dicks and miners, mate.
Yeah. So they believe that's one of the reasons.
So the head of our penis is effectively a shovel.
Some people think that, it acts as like a shovel. Huh. Yeah, to remove kind of sperm out, and we see that in the animal kingdom a fair bit. Just trying to get that edge.
So you're going for the sloppy seconds, but you got to make sure that the baby's yours.
Oh my God. Okay, so this fitting from our favourite journal, the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences.
Penis.
So, Brian Mott's Bob Wong, which should have been Wang.
Oh, definitely should have been Wang.
Richard Peters, or Peter North, no, just kidding. Richard Peters. You know who Peter North is?
I do.
Yeah, okay, cool.
I think that's saying more about us than...
And Michael Jones used a clever experimental manipulation of a computer-generated imaging, so CGI, to test the effects of variation of penis sizes relative to height and torso shape. What? This is serious research, Byrne.
They've made virtual reality people with different sized dicks.
Yes.
Who's the programmer there sitting there all day going, "What? How did I get into this?" You know, I studied for 3 years in animation to make dicks on different
My mate's working on the latest Pixar film, and I'm stuck in a lab trying to draw dicks.
Oh, what a job!
So what they did is they got a bunch of women, and they found that while the torso shape was by the far most important determinant of attractiveness, penis size has about as much influence as on the attractiveness as height. So having a large penis can kind of counteract if you're short. So Byrne, I'm hoping you got a big one, mate. But
It's all right, I'm married. She's locked in.
oh, good. Poor woman. So the study found that women were actually more likely to respond faster when seeing a penis that is smaller. So they're more likely to say, "Not me. Nope, don't like it.
Wow.
Don't like it." No.
Surely there's an upper limit where they go, "No."
That's what they
cool.
found. So from about around 10.3 to 13 centimeters, it began to kind of plateau down. So
Okay.
So it didn't plateau. Sorry, my apologies. It began to plateau, but however, their sample size of what majority of women like was still too small. So even they're like, you can tell a bunch of men did this. It's like, look, don't worry, we won't go any higher than 13 centimeters. Surely women don't like that. And it just kept going up and up and up. So it just started going up. So there's a linear relationship, but then around about 10.3 to 13, it began to kind of plateau out, but still kept going up. So even the researchers, when talking about the study, had to say that women, from what they see, that their study didn't even account for the largest penis size of what they think women would prefer, which means 95% of men don't have the actual large enough penis size that women prefer.
That's evolution right there, though, surely.
There, yeah. So
We got to thank women for driving the evolution of man's penis up to 13 centimeters anyway, surely.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. So what they looked at is they looked at the average penis size, and there was a study which I'll get into in a sec, done by David Vial, and which actually looked at like, I think it was over 1,500 people, men, and their penis sizes. But what they found was that, yeah. So what the study was showing is that probably we're going to find most women prefer men with above average penis sizes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So what the study found was that women were obviously more attracted to taller, broader men with larger penises, as opposed to shorter men with smaller penises. They were quick to kind of say, don't like that, don't like that. Now, however, looking at all the data, what they found was...
So basically, if you're a short man with a small penis, you better be smart.
Yeah. And that's exactly right. But however, if you're short, the penis size of you doesn't really, in regards to attractiveness, it jumps high. Like it's not as important. If you're smaller, it's not as important to have a large penis in regards to that lower kind of level of attractiveness. However, if you are tall and have a small penis, then what they see is it's like, yeah, look, if you're tall, you better have a pretty big dick.
Yeah, okay. If you're tall with a small penis, it even looks smaller then. You know?
Yeah. So
like, you look ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly. So that's one of the things that they found. So, but all in all, men large with taller penis, larger kind of torsos, and yeah, they were preferable out of the CGI that poor undergrad had to. Well, fuck, Jim's working on fucking Toy Story 4 and I'm stuck here fucking doing dicks.
How's your day at work today? Oh, I got stuck on the 11 centimeters. You know?
I got stuck on 11.
It didn't look realistic enough.
I couldn't get the girth right. So, here's one of the problems that they found with these type of studies, right? And this is when I get into the study that looked at 15,000 dicks from David Vial and co.
I hope that was like a meta-analysis. It wasn't like a couple of dudes just staring at dicks for a few years, writing a PhD.
It's like, yeah. But one of the problems that they found with these type of studies is that the male penis was the results weren't very reliable when these researchers asked males what their penis size was.
Let me guess. They overestimated.
That's exactly right. This is a quote from the head researcher who said, people tend to overestimate themselves. So they actually need to go out and have a medical professional or someone of the, that kind of area actually measure their dicks. Otherwise, the data would be skewed.
If I tuck my balls back and measure from the bottom, it's like I got another inch on this.
Yeah. Measure from the gooch. Yeah. So it's so funny. Like, I find this area so funny because it's like, those things. It's like, look, it's not the size of the boat; it's the motion in the ocean. It's like, actually, no, that's incorrect. Women like big dicks. I'm not saying too big,
but that's an attractiveness thing. Maybe if you get into a big dick thing and they still don't have, they're in a flat ocean, I suppose you'd say.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. What they were saying is critics of these studies have come out and said, well, a woman doesn't go up to a man and at a bar and show me your dicks. Look, some women may. That's fine.
I'm yet to meet one.
Yeah. Look, and I'd be interested to see the men perception of it as well, like the homosexual community and bisexual community, all that type of stuff. I'd be really interested to see if there's some variation. But obviously, new data, there's not a lot of data. But critics of these studies have said, well, it's not like a person goes up and says, hey, check out this, and then the woman decides, oh yeah, that's big enough, let's go. But because that's illegal, people. We don't do that. Byrne learnt the hard way. So, what? It's all right. Don't worry. You're just not allowed back to Disneyland. They were over 18.
How do I respond to that? It was disgusting.
They're over 18. You're just at Disneyland. What? There's nothing dirty about that.
I was in a Mickey Mouse suit. They pulled my pants down. How was I supposed to know you're supposed to wear underpants in it?
Yeah. Well, you're just lucky that they were wearing that Goofy head, and you, hey Goofy, check out this. So, one of the things they say is that
dog doesn't wear pants.
Yeah. So critics have come out and said that. However, the research said, well, yeah, but if that intimacy is not there and that sexual kind of satisfaction isn't there, then often relationships can break down. So you have to take that into account too. So you'd actually need to do more research into the importance of sex in a relationship.
The long-term implications of penis size in a relationship.
Exactly. Which currently we just don't have enough information to actually discuss. How often do we say that on this show?
Don't have enough information.
So it's early days, and but I'd rather be honest and upfront to our audience and kind of make it up. And just,
I'd also like to think that there's not a huge amount of money thrown into studies regarding penis size. There's some more important issues out there.
Well, here's the thing, but that's what Fox News came out and says, like, why are you looking at this? Why are you looking at these penises and all that type of stuff?
How dare you associate me with Fox News?
I'm just saying they have a similar stance, but it's so important to understand the evolutionary, workings of the penis so we can better, because think about men's mental health. A lot of what men think about, that could be detrimental to a man's self-esteem is his penis and his, the masculinity, in the bedroom and stuff. That's very important for a man's identity.
That is true. Maybe we should fudge these studies and just say the average size is 4 centimeters, and then everyone feels better about themselves. Except for those under 4 centimeters. I feel a little bit better about themselves.
Closer to the average.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but then bring it down to 3. There's a South Park episode on that. Every fucking episode. The South Park did. So what actually happened was, that's one of the importance. That's why these research saying, look, we need to analyze this because we need to understand what the average is so we can better communicate this in regards and better understand men's insecurities and things like that, because it plays a huge part. It's like a woman with body shape. It's like saying women are fat shaming women and stuff like that. It's a similar thing with a man, his penis size, or women with breast sizes. All that type of stuff. So it plays a huge part in the mental health of people, and I can kind of see the importance of research, and it also is interesting to compare yourself to the international average. All right, so. This study by David Viali, whatever. The study looked at over 15,000 dicks and determined the median dick length to be 13 centimeters when stretched.
Okay, hang on, I got a question here.
Yes.
When stretched, so that's like grabbing your flaccid member and just
Yep,
Oh,
just stretching
that's
like a rubber
not
band.
cool,
Mate, I'm telling you that the graph matched up in line with stretched values. There's a strong correlation between stretched values and erect values.
Really?
Yep. Remember,
I feel like that'd hurt. Like, I
would
feel
hurt.
like just
look, all I'm saying
that's
is...
probably a lot of information for our listeners, but from an anecdotal perspective, you know.
All I'm saying is that when the penis is stretched, okay? When the penis is stretched, it is the same length as an erect penis. Now, it doesn't mean that the circumference is the same.
I don't deny that, but I still think if I went into this back room right now, stretched out my old fella, just to let you know, Wade, I'm not erect right now. Stretched it out, I don't think I could reach the length that I would have, say, in an aroused moment.
Okay, well, you haven't tried it, so you don't
I haven't
know.
tried it.
But I do have I do have a tape measure here.
Oh, okay. He's not lying. He's got a tape measure for this. I'll be back in 2.
Yeah. So the average male penis across this is globally, by the way. When
global
stretched,
average
is 13 centimeters or 130 millimeters for our American friends.
That's not going to help. I know. What is that?
That's about 5 inches, bit over 5 inches.
Bit over 5 inches.
Yep. So like it's pretty modest.
That doesn't look like that. Doesn't. You've got it. That's the 5 inches sticking out the end there.
Yeah, mate.
Can you put it on the tape measure?
It is the tape measure. All right. So yeah, about 130 millimeters is the average male penis.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay.
When stretched, which matches for the average male penis. It matches, yeah. But the top 95%, right? It just exponentially increases.
5%. Oh, really? It just takes a big
jump.
jump.
The top 5%. Sorry,
they're the
top
freaks.
95. Sorry,
Yeah.
the top 5%. When it gets about 95, like the top, like 5%, it just goes boom.
Oh, they're like the proper freaks of nature.
Yeah, I reckon that'd be
They're the guys that
located
pass out when
in
they get
certain
boner.
parts of the world there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But obviously, penis size does alter. The average penis size does alter, but not dramatically between different nations and areas of the globe and stuff like that. Yes,
that bottom 5%,
black people
Mike?
do have larger penises, people, so I'm just going to put it out there.
Oh, okay. Really? I
Yeah.
thought that was a bit of a myth.
No. Well, that African area generally have larger penises on average.
Okay.
Yeah. But once again, the thing is, with a lot of that research, though, it can be flawed because they're asking people, like a lot of that research is based on people having, like, to report in. So what studies like this would actually get medical professionals or trained people to measure the penis. Yeah. What do? I just measure dicks all day.
Stretching dicks.
Now, the girth and circumference, the circumference is, the average is, or the median, I'm saying average, the median.
50th percentile.
Yes, the 50th percentile is 13 centimeters, and the median is 11 centimeters for circumference of the penis.
It's around 11 centimeters.
So if it's actually not that big if you bend the ruler around like so. That.
Oh, yeah.
See? It's not that big.
Yeah.
See? It's not too bad.
It's yeah. Like, it doesn't look unusual.
All anyone's going to hear is me move my ruler. There we go. So that's the average. Now the median, and so the median is matched like bang on with the erect median as well. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
So whether you're stretching it or whether you're cracking a fat,
yeah, it's roughly going to be around the same. Yeah.
about the same. Okay.
And as well, you think about it. You were saying before, like, oh yeah, it hurts stretching it, but like, mate, if you're getting measured as a piece of a data set, and as you personally, then there'll be a pain threshold that you would pass.
I guess what I'm saying is I'm a grower, not a shower, Wade.
So Pascal, is this Gagnon?
Okay, so it's not like the Pascal's wager guy.
No. Pascal Gagnon is a professor of pathology and anthropology at UC San Diego. Now, this is the other myth. What about foot size and height? Okay,
Yeah,
how do
okay.
they measure? Because that's one of the things, short kid at school, I'm sure he would have got picked on a fair bit. And, little Byrne, little Dick.
I don't get picked on that much, but
Yeah.
I was definitely little. Yeah.
Yeah, so
And I wore board shorts to really just cover all bases.
So he looked at whether the folk myths regarding the relationships of penile size and body height and foot size have any basis in fact. So what he did was he got 63, what would you consider normal men were studied. So height and stretch penile length was measured. Now, one of the reasons why with the erect, and this is going back to the other side as well, is like one of the things that they have trouble obtaining data about erect penises. So there may well be issues looking at erection size, because asking someone to get a boner with a doctor there, your family doctor is kind of, might be a bit odd. So what they looked at is the height and the stretch penile length were measured. Now, shoe size was recorded and converted to foot length. Penile length was found to be statistically related to both height and foot length, but with weak correlation coefficients. Height and foot size would not serve as a practical estimator for penis length.
So that's more related to just your general body size. If you're bigger, you're probably going to be bigger all over. It's not necessarily a good
that's exactly
indicator.
right. Like, so if you're small or big feet or whatever, then it's not
Maybe,
like you can't.
but maybe not.
Yeah, maybe not. Whatever.
Yeah.
So so you can't actually use that as a good determinant for actual okay, you're this, so therefore this is your penis size or whatever. Okay, this is a great episode. What? Well, this was a great episode.
Oh, we've really filled up that quota of dick jokes in this episode.
Oh, yeah.
We're
Yeah,
good
we
for a little
have.
while now.
I know, yeah. So we hope you enjoyed our. I know there's some people listening who are probably like, "Oh no, that's the average," and other people are like, "Yeah,
All right.
that's the average." All right, yeah.
A few tips. Trim your pubes. Gives you a little bit extra. You want to use it in a semi-lit room because it casts a shadow. And you want angled light, not direct down light. Just crack open the door. That's the best way to get the angled light in.
Yeah. And so, and also, those dick pics you get sent or something like that, just look at what they've done, because usually that's the most flattering angle.
That's right. Make sure you stand next to smaller appliances in the house. If you're,
like toothpicks.
yeah, that's right. Don't be standing next to the giant lampshade, Put yourself next to the alarm clock or your phone.
Byrne, come stand here. I need to send a photo to my wife. Thank you for joining us on what has been a very interesting episode. This is probably,
We've just spent a little over 25 minutes talking about dicks.
Yeah.
And trying to science it up, and I still feel like we didn't do a good job, I don't think there is any way you could legitimize some of this. You did pretty well, though, talking about the psychology and everything. I was like, that's a fair point.
Yeah.
And then we went straight back into that gutter one.
Mate, well, look, what people need to take from this is 13 centimeters stretch is the average. Erection and stretch are generally kind of considered the same, but the problem is with, erections that obviously they're hard to obtain data. Foot size and height aren't perfect determinants for penis size, and and
Nothing on load production, Wade? No, load, like...
No, nothing on that. And
projectile
also,
motion, parabolic.
No, nothing on that. Nothing on ejaculation on this episode. Maybe next week. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. As well, I think we have a friend who's appearing at Science Week down in Melbourne.
We do. Dr. David Farmer, who's been on one of our past episodes. I think, what was his show? Why You're Not Dead Yet?
Yeah, Why You're Not Dead Yet. So
fantastic.
He'll be doing a bunch of stuff in Melbourne. So look up David Farmer if you can. If you're down in Melbourne, in cold, rainy Melbourne. Yeah.
Well, just wait 20 minutes. It'll be fine after that. But no, he's a very funny man, very good scientist.
Yeah, he's an awesome bloke. So make sure you have a beer with him like we did and get down to his events at Science Week. So look up Dr. David Farmer, who's a neuroscientist, and Science Week, and you'll find a lot of his stuff.
Yep.
Thanks, guys. Keep it median.
Stay hard.